Turia, you're here in the United States. You're here on the mainland for the very first time. And I think people would really be interested in your story. And part of it started in September of 2011. You were competing in an ultramarathon and you were trapped by a brush fire. I'm sure it's very hard to relive that, but do you remember what was going through your mind as that was happening?
I think just when the fire was approaching, I felt like I'd been cheated because I thought this isn't when I'm supposed to go. And the one prominent thought in my mind was of my partner, Michael. And yeah, I felt really cheated. I felt like that wasn't how I was supposed to go. And I'm just really grateful to be here today. And I guess part of the reason why I'm in the US is when I received my injuries, there wasn't any skin in Australia at the time. So they actually ordered skin from America. They got it shipped to Australia, and that was what saved my life. So I'm eternally grateful to the 10 Americans.
So how can we fix that moving forward where there can be skin available if something like this happens to a person who's not in the United States?
I think the issue comes down to just awareness about organ and tissue donation. I mean, most of us know what organs are used for, but when you talk about tissue, it's kind of a grey area for a lot of people. And I think a lot of people don't do it because they just don't know how it helps people. So I think it's really important to have that discussion with your friends and family about what your wishes might be.
Yeah. You mentioned that when this was happening, that you felt cheated.
Yeah.
And you spent over 2 years in the hospital recovering. What was going through your mind as you were making that recovery? Was that the same? Did you go back to that same thought that this was not your time?
No, look, I've always been a big believer in setting a massive goal that really stretches you out of your comfort zone. And when the doctor said to me that I wouldn't run again, it was like a light bulb moment for me. I thought, oh, I'll show you, I'll do an Ironman one day. Even though at that time I had no idea what an Ironman even was. I just knew it was the epitome of fitness. So even back in the early days in hospital when I was walking 5 meters or, just practicing how to get out of a chair, I'd think to myself, this is really hard, but this is going to get me to the start of the line at Ironman.
And not only have you gotten to the start of the line, you've gotten to the finish line twice. Describe what it was like to cross that finish line.
Yeah, it's indescribable. It's look, it's weird because it's a culmination of the hours and hours of training, all of the sweat, all of the tears, all of the monotonous days, all of the times where you just think, is this too much? I'm not doing it anymore. All of it culminates in this, probably goes for 2 minutes, running down that finishing chute. But you hear the crowd and that gives you so much energy and you cross the finishing line and Mike Riley, the voice of Ironman, says, "You are an Ironman." And yeah, no words can describe it. And you know what? No amount of money can buy that experience either.
Nobody can ever take that away from you.
And no one can take it away from me, yeah. So it's pretty special.
We're going to see you on the NBC premiere of the Ironman special, which is so much fun. If there's someone who's going through what you are, I know it's such a personal thing, but is there some advice that you could give to people?
Yeah, look, I would say set a goal, something that really stretches them. And it also gives you something to focus on other than what you're going through. It gave me something other to focus on rather than just dwelling on what had happened to me. It gave me something to strive for. And I think that's the really beautiful thing about a goal. And when you achieve a goal that really stretches you, that forces you out of your comfort zone, that's going to give you more confidence, more belief in your abilities, more resilience. So I would say set a goal.